So we've been focusing on skepticism. This is the position that we actually don't know very many of the ordinary things that we take ourselves to know. So we don't know things like, for instance, that we have hands, or that we go to Texas Tech University, or that we live in such and such a place. All of these ordinary things which we take ourselves to know, we in fact don't know. And we've been focusing on one particular argument for skepticism, the argument from ignorance. And we saw this relied on closure, but importantly it also relied on the dreaming argument. This is a very old argument that goes back at least to Descartes. And the basic idea is, well, there are these heavyweight propositions, like the proposition that you're not a brain in a vat. And the dreaming argument says that you can't know propositions like this. Because if propositions like that were false, i.e. if you were in a skeptical scenario, things would seem exactly as they seem to seem right now. Things wouldn't seem any different to you if you were in a skeptical scenario rather than in the actual world. Today we're going to be focusing on a different kind of skeptical argument, and it's called the lottery puzzle. What we're going to do today is we're going to lay out what the lottery puzzle is, and we're going to talk about what Hawthorne thinks any necessary solution to the lottery puzzle must respect. We're going to see some constraints on a solution to the lottery puzzle. After we do that, we're then going to quickly say how contextualism actually solves the lottery puzzle. And we're going to see that it solves it, or it tries to solve it, in a very similar way to the way that it solves the original skeptical problem raised by the argument from dreaming. Finally, we're then going to move on to some criticisms of contextualism. We're going to see that Hawthorne makes some fairly strong charges against contextualism, and in particular he thinks it doesn't explain some of the most important desiderata for a solution to the lottery puzzle.